So welcome ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to today's video, and yes, we're having a look at FIFA 23 official career mode deep dive trailer. It's a whopper, isn't it? So this came out very shortly ago. That's not even good English, but we're going to roll with it. And they showed kind of what's new in player career and then the manager side of it as well. It was all right. I mean, it's nothing that's going to blow you away, but we'll see, won't we? We'll see. Hopefully I won't get done for the old copyright this time around, so I'm going to make sure I continue to talk when we go over this. So we got Derek Ray straight off the bat who was talking about some stuff. I still don't understand why they have to put, like, you know, commentators in a trailer. We're not fussed about it, folks. Just give us the information. So the few things that they were going to talk about was, well, kind of the player career mode and the way that works. Then you can kind of use real life managers this time around, as well as like updated menus. As you can see here, the menus are slightly updated. There's actually a phone app. I think I heard something about you could even buy players or buy players cars and stuff. Like there is clothes branding, invest in sports equipment. So this is all the different things that you get. As you can see, shopping. You can go shopping now on career mode, which is madness. So anyway, let's roll through this, and there's a sneak peek as well of all the managers as well. Now there's going to be a bigger premise as well on cut scenes and showing you going from club to club and all the fun stuff that's involved. So here is basically what the video is about. You've got player personality, that's more in the player career mode. You've got playable highlights, which is interesting. Someone like myself, who, I'll be honest with you, FIFA's gameplay is boring. I'm not going to lie. For me, it is. It is quite boring. I said it, but it is what it is. But this time, you can do playable highlights. That might be more interesting, especially for those that can't play a full match. Then you've got the new menu, dynamic moments, transfer analysis, and then authentic managers as well. So they started off talking about the old player personality. So this is for player career, right? This is not manager. This is if you're going to be a player and you're going to work your way through the ranks. I played it a little bit last year, not a whole lot, because as I said, I got bored with the gameplay. Just put out good gameplay, EA, please. Now this is the tiers, right? The little RGP, is it? Yeah, role-playing game, RPG, not RGP, RPG. Call blimey, Ricky. This is the options you have. So you can become a Maverick if you want, and then you get bonuses for penalties, free kicks, dribbling, etc. And then you unlock more as you go through it. Or you can be a Heartbeat, which is more about volleys, visions, reactions, or Virtuoso, which is more about the old stamina, composure, jumping, heading accuracy as well. And you can choose what you want to do. From there, you've got your personality overview. It's got the old triangle of death for you as well. So, yeah, you know, it's the usual menus that we've seen in FIFA many, many times. Now we went into the gameplay, and I will stop and kind of look at these because there are a few concerning things I have. I don't know what difficulty they were playing on, but there is one moment in this trailer. It's a little bit baffling, if I'm going to be honest, but we'll have a look at it afterwards when it does show up. So there's Klaus putting it in the back of the net. There he is again, whacking one with the old left peg. He's loving it. I mean, the celebrations look good. The atmosphere looks great, as always. You never had any problems with that. As you can see right now, he's being more of a Maverick. He's dominant in that regard, not so much a Heartbeat and Virtuoso, however you say it. So here we go, once again. Bit of gameplay. That's the power shot. Does look pretty lethal, if I'm going to be honest with you. And here you go. This is what can happen as well if you decide to choose this personality. He's become more dominant there. And there's another whopper. This power shot does seem very, very fast. But we'll see if it's too OP or not. And then you've got a Heartbeat, and there he is. So this is more about volleys, vision, reactions, ball control. And here we go, a bit of heading for you in the old back stick. Boom! See you later. Moving on, there's the menu for you that we saw earlier. So your estimated revenue. I'm guessing that's how much money you make, 59 Gs. Not bad. Anyway, this is the career mode right here. As you can tell, Pep Guardiola is the manager. So you've got your low match performance, commit to improving, and read a book by a club legend. And this is how you get your rewards and your points. So I don't know if you sit there and have to read a book. No, I don't think that's how it works. But yeah, there's a lot of things to do. It's turning more into sort of an RPG game, which it could be fun. I think player career mode could be a bit of fun this year, as opposed to just playing the actual career mode with a manager. So there we go. More trees, more skill points, pick what you want, get what you want, and play the way you want is pretty much the purpose of the old player career. And there he is. They love Klaus. Klaus doing the business as he points to the skies. It would be better if I could actually hear what they're saying, but it is what it is. Now, when it comes to the attributes, here it is. Like last year, you've got your physical, defending, dribbling, passing, shooting, pace, and goalkeepers. Depending on what you want to do, there's your next upgrade. What you're going to be gaining with the old vision and the short pass, cost. How much is it going to cost you? But, you know, it's all about your play style. If you're going to be a defender, obviously work on defending. If you're going to be more of an attacker, work on some pace and some shooting. The choice is yours. Right, moving on. I think this was now them talking about the highlights. So pretty much you can just join in. And I will say, you know, I hope they are playing on beginner because, you know, how easily he just got through here with one square pass, lazing up the line. There's a give. I don't know what these defenders are doing, and this is my biggest concern. You know, no one defends like this. Just two players literally sticking together. What's he doing? He's just walking. I mean, literally walking. Couldn't give a rat's ass about defending. He's still walking. Now he started moving, and then he's like, oh, we conceded. What a shame. And actually, if you watch that, this guy passes out. Can't believe it. So, yeah, looking from the actual gameplay clips, I hope it's on a very low difficulty because it did not look great. Right, and there is the playable highlights, and I think this is the one I wanted to show you, right? I'll let this run out, and you be the judge. Right, I've just missed it, just what happened, and then there is the power shot. I do like the power shots, the way the animations work. They look good. But there is a massive problem with this whole snippet of gameplay. Number one, is this AI versus CPU? Because it looks like it, right? There's only one person with the thing. But what I don't understand is, watch this guy right here. Why on earth is the defender diving in like that was something a human person would do? No AI is doing that. He's literally just decided 5 feet away that he's going to go for the challenge, and then that's it. Now watch this guy here, Kante. He actually stops running right there. He slows down for some reason, and then he's off, and no one can catch him. And I was just looking at this and just saying, why is the defense... Literally, watch. Bang. Why are you putting a foot in when you're literally 6 feet apart? I know COVID's still knocking about, but that's not an excuse. That is some really poor defending, and it does not make me very... And look at Reece James. Another excuse. Watch him right here. If you're a defender right now, you come across, you win that ball, right? Just watch him. Just stops. Just says, forget it. Can't be asked. In fact, he starts walking backwards. So, from an actual AI standpoint, these clips that they showed did not give me very much faith about the actual gameplay being good. Once again, I really hope this is on beginner, because just look at the defending. What is going on with these three players here, literally standing next to each other, and then he just walks around everyone. Once again, Van Dijk, who's a centre-back. You've got Matip holding everyone on side. I think that's Robinson. He shouldn't be there. He's a left-back. He should be over here. Van Dijk should be in there. Skips past that one, and it's just really bad AI. So I'm hoping that it is just poor difficulty levels, and we're not going to see that, because that's just worrying. Right, moving on. So you've got your new menu in player and manager career. I mean, it looks very similar to last year. I don't really know what's new about it, because the icons and all that were exactly the same. They've always been at the bottom. Should have just put them at the top. But yeah, you've got your, I know your main focus right now is your club football at Spurs, but I wouldn't be doing my job as your agent if I didn't remind you that a call up to England, blah-de-blah-de-blah-de-blah. So there's going to be a few new things. They said the menu's going to be quicker because you do spend a lot of time on it. It's going to be easier to kind of search players and go through things. And I agree with it. You know, you do spend a lot of time in the menus, and you want to make things as simple, streamlined, quick as possible. Then you've got your transfer history, goes through the old budget, tells you how much money you've got. $1 billion. That's a lot of money. There is Tuchel. There he is. There he is, the real man. And then you've got, this is probably the more interesting for me, dynamic moments. Now, it's not going to add anything to the actual gameplay experience, but it's adding those. If you've played eFootball, you would have seen it before the match. They show you some cutscenes, and even in Master League, you used to have a few of those cutscenes. But these will happen according to what's going on. If you've just moved club, then you might get, you know, something like this. Ancelotti comes out and says hello. Then there's a few things where if you do sign a big signing, then you might get something like this, where, you know, you're going to go out there and sign a ball and celebrate with the boys. So those are, I don't know how often they're going to happen. I'm hoping not too often, but at least add something to the game. At least I can stand there or sit there and commentate. There's Benzema, no expression on his face. He's not having it. And Ancelotti with the eyebrows. Now, when it comes to transfers as well, there's Guardiola looking the part. So these are going to be updated as well, analysed a little bit more. I think they give you a bit of a rating this time around now when you do try and snap up a player. They've got an example here of them getting Mr. Haaland himself. Beautiful. Hi, great to have both of you here at last. And then you just go through and celebrate with a drink or two. So yeah, very similar to last year. You know, it's nothing crazy. We've just seen it all before. They're willing to let Haaland play for millions of dollars. Brilliant. Faces look good. The expressions look on point. No doubt about it. And there we go. There's the transfer confirmation. 197 million. Didn't quite spend that much. And it tells you your rating. So you give yourself a B. A B for Bono. Well, hey. Now, AI tactics. Now, this is what they're talking about with the AI are actually going to adapt accordingly. I'm not going to hold judgment to this in any shape or form. I'm going to wait to see what actually happens, because this has all been said before and can be complete hogwash. But we will see if the AI do adjust accordingly. I just want good AI, and that's my biggest problem with EA and FIFA. Like, you can have all the bells and whistles, I know. The atmosphere's great, the graphics look on point, the players look fantastic. But if the AI plays like pants, then it really ruins it all, to be honest. And then finally, they've got authentic managers. You can now go in there, use a real manager in the game, give him any kind of customization you want with the jackets. You can also use these managers for other clubs if you'd like. Doesn't have to be with Chelsea. If you're Tuchel, you can actually go and create your own team, as you can see. Replace teams, select rivals, do the kit crest and stadiums and all that stuff. That was in there last year as well. I think there's maybe more flexibility with stadiums. I don't know. They didn't mention anything about that. But it could be something that they are going to add. Not really sure about that goalkeeping dive once again. It just looked, I don't know, it looks off, and it still is a FIFA way, and this is why, as much as I miss eFootball and, you know, there's no Master League. When Master League hits next year, folks, I will be back with it, because EA just, they can't get the gameplay right. But watch this, watch the goalie here. I mean, he literally just slid about 6 foot. Watch his feet. He slid a good 2 feet there. Didn't even, no foot planting or nothing. And that's where, I'm telling you, it's still the engine. The engine will give you what you get. And this is what we've got. Anyway, there's a look at FIFA Career Mode in a nutshell. If you want to see the actual trailer, then go and watch it, because it will probably give you more information that I forgot. But it's nothing mind-blowing. There's a few enhancements, but at least they're adding something, because it's better than nothing. Anyway, let me know your thoughts below. It is all going to be about the AI. That's all I care about, but we'll find out. But judging from some of those clips, worrying is the word. But you let me know your thoughts. We'll be back shortly. Till next time, subscribe for more. Take care.